So everyone asks us, is it cheaper to build or buy? And the answer may surprise you because what you see online is not the number you actually pay. And depending on the builder, you could be overpaying by tens of thousands without realizing it.
Lots of money.
Yes. So we're here to set expectations for you, right? There is no universal answer. It depends on the market timing. It's going to depend on the builder incentives. It's going to depend on how long you plan to stay, and it will depend on the resale competition.
It's a big one.
There's a lot to take in, but we're going to break this down with real numbers, not opinions.
I feel like that's a good topic.
It is.
So what you think versus what reality actually is. Being a buyer, you may think new equals cheaper. Okay. New equals better value. No repairs are needed. And builder incentives equal free money. Well, reality check. Builders advertise the base price of the house. So this does not include lot premiums, elevation choices, design center options, structural changes, everything like that. Resale shows you the full price up front. So that's two very different pricing models. We're going to go into detail with both of these. I think this is a huge hot topic in our market.
It is. And it confuses a lot of people because they don't know what the right choice is for them.
Right. You think the price being shown is what the house is listed at. It's not. So, buyers compare a $450,000 resale to a $399,000 base price on a new build, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm saving $50,000.
Right. But that's not the case.
Nope, it's not.
The builder may not have included items that you would normally get in a resale, like maybe, a fridge, washer, dryer. Those are always 50-50. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they go. But things like blinds.
That's a big ticket item if you think about it. Blinds for your entire house. It's a lot of money.
Light fixtures, especially specific is what sometimes people will put dimmers in their light switches.
Yes.
We love that. Light fixtures themselves, upgrading them after they move in.
Yes. Builder light fixtures are usually not very attractive.
No, they're not. What about cabinet pulls and handles?
I need cabinet pulls. Have you ever tried to open a cabinet that's a full overlay that's side to side and you're trying to get your finger in between that cabinet?
Funny story. We just showed a house.
Yes.
That did not
we couldn't open the cabinet.
No. And it was the cabinet above the fridge. And oh my gosh, we were using pens, credit cards to try to slip it through to open it up because there were no pulls. So we couldn't get the cabinet open.
3 of us tried. Nobody could get the cabinet open. So,
what about towel racks?
Towel racks.
Believe it or not, they're not putting them in houses anymore.
They're not.
Is that weird?
Yep. Builders are not putting them in houses because they're very taste specific.
It's a towel rack.
Yeah.
I just need to hang my damn towel.
I guess it depends on where you want your towel rack, what color the towel rack is.
I guess.
Do you want a hook? Do you want a rack? Do you want a heated rack? So they're just not putting them in. They just figured, okay, we'll just fix this. We're not going to put it in.
And because there's so many options now for toilet paper holders, they're not putting those in either a lot of times.
Because who needs a toilet paper holder?
I don't know.
Nobody needs that.
And ceiling fans. A lot of, resale homes come with ceiling fans already in, which is really nice.
Agree. And that's something you don't think about when you see that price tag of that new build. So they pull on your emotions. They want you to think brand new. Everybody wants shiny new.
Right.
But shiny new can cost you.
Yeah, it sure does. Now, what is the true cost of building?
Okay. Let's go over that.
Scary.
Tell me.
Okay. So you have the base price versus the final price. And we're going to talk about that. The base price is usually bare bones. It's the starting point, let's say. It's not where you're going to end up. Most people don't realize that.
Agree.
It often does not include lot premiums, structural options, design center upgrades. These are all going to add money on top of that base price. So the lot premium.
Okay.
All right. Do you want pond? Do you want preserve? Do you want a corner lot? Do you want a cul-de-sac? they can run anywhere from $10,000 to $80,000 and more. Some of these lots in many St. Johns County communities. Some designer center costs, which we love going to the design center. But a lot of the upgrades are going to be in your cabinets if you want a specific color, countertops, flooring, lighting, bathrooms, shower tile, 8-foot doors maybe, extended lanais. There's so much to choose from that will absolutely increase the cost.
And I think the big thing to kind of go over is we just talked about that $399 versus $450.
Right.
Adding in all of those, that $399 is no longer $399.
Yeah.
You can add 25 to 80,000 very, very fast.
We have.
Yes. And the great thing about doing it when you build or purchasing a resale, that price of all those upgrades are already in your mortgage. They're rolled into your mortgage. So keep that in mind versus adding them afterwards.
Right.
It's not rolled into your mortgage. So you can also have builder fees. Buyers don't expect things like elevation fees, structural change fees, price increases mid-build. So we can take a moment to talk about price increases mid-build. Normally, this is not going to happen. But during things like a pandemic, when prices drastically increased for building, they changed the price mid-build. And if you look in the fine print of the contract, it is there. Now, that will not happen with a resale.
Right.
So that does happen with a new build, but it will not happen with a resale. So keep that in mind. With both, there are HOA capital contribution fees.
So most people don't know it. Some agents don't even know to even ask that.
That is, yes.
Frustrating.
Very frustrating. When you sign your HOA document, there is a line in there that says HOA capital contributions. If that line has no number in it, ask your real estate agent, us, if there is a capital contribution fee. Because 9 times out of 10, we are finding that the agent that listed the house didn't know or didn't delve in to see if there was one. Most neighborhoods do have a capital contribution fee. For instance, there is a neighborhood locally to us that has a $3,000 capital contribution fee every time the house changes hands. So you need to know about that. What about CDD bonds? Those are huge hidden fees. Florida has CDD bonds, a lot of neighborhoods. Again, this is going to affect new construction as well as existing resales. So this is going to be in both of those.
Right.
So that's not going to change the price, making one better than the other. They're both going to have that if they're there.
And we always look for that for our buyers.
Yes.
We always check into that just to let you know.
Exactly. And, we just talked about Design Center. You go to Design Center and you don't expect to be paying $70,000, but you don't expect to be paying zero either.
Right.
You need to have a Design Center budget.
Yes.
It does change.
Now let's flip the script and go to the cost of buying a resale. Okay. What resale pricing is probably going to include, most of the time, the lot is already paid for, upgrades are already installed, landscaping is done, could possibly have a fence, blinds, fans, fixtures are already in place, and appliances are already there. Again, like we said, sometimes 50-50, the refrigerator and the washer and dryer stay. Sometimes they go. It really depends on the seller and whether or not they want to lug them to the new house.
And what state you live in.
Yeah, and what state you live in. You see the real price up front, and there's no surprise invoices at the end.
That is nice about resale. That is the price. That is what you're paying.
What you see is what you get.
Exactly. I mean, it's really, I guess, personal preference too. Yeah. Which one do you want? So what about repair concerns? We're going to address a few fears here. Not all resale homes are old. I mean, some are a year old, 2 years old. Some of them are up to 5 years old. I mean, they're not all
in this area.
Yes, they move. We got a lot of movement here.
Yeah.
Inspections do protect you. And sellers can often give credits also. They may give rate buy downs, things like that, or inspection credits. So with resale, what you see is what you get, which we mentioned. But with new construction, it's a process, and that process could affect the cost as you go.
So let's take a look at like a monthly payment comparison and why payments can look lower on new construction. You have builder incentives, which can sometimes be huge. You have temporary rate buy downs. You have closing cost credits and preferred lender perks. So new construction can offer you way more than a normal homeowner who's doing resale.
Right.
These can all make payments look $300 to $700 a month cheaper at first.
There was the big one.
Yeah. Newer home equals lower initial maintenance, no roof replacement. It's already a new HVAC unit. You have fewer surprises early on.
Right.
But here's the catch. That lower payment is often temporary. Once the buy down expires, let's say, your payment is going to increase. Many buyers don't realize what the payment will be in 2 or 3 years because they just don't know.
And what is a buy down?
Why don't you explain it?
Oh boy. So builders will throw in this incentive sometimes, which is a rate buy down. Sometimes it's a 3-2-1 plan. So each year your rate will change. So the first year your rate, and we're just throwing rates out there. It could be 4%. Then year 2, it's going to go up to 4.5%. Then year 3, it's going to go up to 5%. Then your rate buy down is over. And what percentage you qualified for is what it's going to change to. So that's what Danielle's talking about when she says it can go up. I mean, I think a lot of people don't know what a rate buy down is. And it's something that builders are offering. Like you said, it's resale,
you really don't see that.
Most people can't do that. Right. Exactly. But that's a good one for builders. That is it's a good incentive. So it gives you a couple years if you're prepared for that payment to go up.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay. So Danielle just talked about the build, but why can resale payments look higher? We just talked about how the build can look lower. They could be higher because your interest rate is the higher rate right up front. They don't have that builder rate buy down we just talked about. And you're going to pay the normal market rate. The builder's not there to give you all those incentives to help cover it.
Right.
You're going to cover the closing costs, usually paid by you. No huge incentive package, no washer, dryer, refrigerator, blinds, things like that. But hopefully the resale already has those. But the payment is going to be stable also. Depending on the loan you choose, you chose it. What you see is what you get. There's no payment shocker later until taxes change, which
they always change.
We know that.
So I think that's why timing and market conditions are really a big deal.
Huge.
Right.
Huge.
And this is going to be huge for 2026. Builder prices are based on future absorption.
Okay.
Resale prices are based on past sales.
Good analogy. I like that one. Good.
So builders can undercut resale, and we've talked about that in other videos, so look for those. Builders can drop prices overnight, which they have, and builders control supply in phases. So it's going to look different with every phase. So for example, phase 1 sells higher. Phase 4 sells cheaper. Same floor plan, different prices. It's really up to the builder. This explains why sellers struggle later when they go to sell.
It does. That's a good one. Yes. Yeah. Depending on what phase you're in, the price changes.
And you can't predict what a builder is going to do. Let's say the economy is doing great and everybody's buying houses, but you know what? They just have a few homes left and they just want to get them off their books.
Yep.
They're going to price those lower than anything else there just to get rid of them. Meanwhile, you have new resale. That's kind of competing with that, and it could be difficult for them.
Yeah, that is hard. Let's move on to resale value and exit strategy. So, how long do you plan to stay at your house? Have you even thought about it? Do you know? Are you going to be there short term, 1 to 5 years? New builds often can be risky because the builder is still selling. So when you come time to sell yours, you're competing with the builder. You're competing with their incentives. There could be appraisal challenges. If you're going to be there long term, so let's say 7 to 10 plus years, new construction could make sense. The community could be already built out and the supply has stabilized. So 2 really big factors to keep in mind. The biggest mistake buyers make is not planning their exit when buying. And I don't think anybody really plans their exit when buying unless we bring it up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So bottom line, is it cheaper? The honest answer, and you're going to hate us for this.
Yeah.
Sometimes yes, sometimes absolutely not.
Yeah. That's the best answer you can give.
You know, we're weather people.
Yes, exactly.
It may be hot, it may be cold.
New builds could be cheaper monthly. Resales can be cheaper overall. Builders offer convenience. Resales offer certainty. There's just no better. It's only better for your particular situation at that time.
Exactly. And this is why we don't say build or buy. We say compare. See what's going to be best for you. Every buyer should run both numbers side by side and consult a realtor. Know what's happening in your area. Know what the resale is like. Just know what's happening there, and know better than speaking to somebody local.
You need that person.
Yeah.
So if you're building or thinking about it, talk to us before you sign anything. One conversation could save you tens of thousands. We're going to help keep you on track.
And if you have any questions about anything we spoke here, leave a comment. We always answer questions whenever we can. You can reach out to us at any time. We're happy to help. Like, subscribe, share maybe with somebody that you know is interested in possibly building or buying a resale in the area. We're always here to help.
Always.